And it says we are live. Just waiting for it to roll in here. Good morning, Shell.
Good morning, Peg. How are you doing?
Doing okay. Had a lot of rain here. Oops, I got noise. I got it. And it says we are live. Just waiting for it to roll in here. Good morning, Shell. Come on, come
Good morning,
on.
Peg. How are you doing? Oh, dear. What is that?
Guess I didn't have that one turned off. Sorry.
Okay. Turn mine down a little bit too. All right. So we sound normal now?
I think so.
Okay.
I think we are back to normal.
Oh, hi, Rennie. Rennie just popped in.
Good. Hi, Rennie. Happy Monday.
Did you see what Rennie painted last live stream while she was watching us?
I did. That is so cool. Love that. And it was from a thrift sale or something too. That was cool.
Yeah. Welcome, Jacqueline. Jacqueline. There we go. You got to get the E's in the right place.
Yes. Hi.
Jacqueline.
Good morning.
Jacqueline. Jacqueline. Anyway.
And Nancy. Hello. Yeah, we've been doing a few more of these, Nancy. Since everybody's been cooped up, we've been trying to go on twice a week instead of just the once. So
yeah.
Just trying to, stay afloat here.
Hello, Sybil. So today we're going to play with sprays. And I got out all my different types of
sprays and butterflies.
Spread them on the floor. Let me tell you what, I think I have about 100 different types of sprays. Not different types, but different, there's probably 10 different types, but at least 100 spray bottles. It's ridiculous. Nobody needs this many. And I don't think Peg even got out all of hers yet. So we're going to be doing sprays and butterflies. We talked about a couple weeks ago about making a butterfly journal, just a journal all about butterflies. And I think we're starting that today. Right?
We're just getting some components together because a journal takes a while to create. And we hope you play along with us and make a butterfly journal or, a theme journal that you want to work on would be appropriate here. It would not have to be butterflies. But, what I did is pulled out a whole bunch of stuff related to butterflies. My mom was a butterfly collector, so I have butterflies. I have butterfly in rubber stamps like this. I have lots of them. I have dies with butterflies. I have whole die and stamp sets that have both included, so I'm prepared. I have lots and lots of butterflies that can be used in a butterfly journal. And I have punches.
Stamp some of those on tissue and send them to me.
I have lots of things, punches, dies, stamps. I collected a lot of butterflies over the years because I was always making things for my mother. So butterflies were on everything that I ever sent to her.
Which is kind of funny because my mother also loves butterflies and everything that I make for her has butterflies on it. But I don't have nearly the amount of butterfly stuff that I just saw Peg show. So I need some of those stamped images on tissue paper and sent to me, please. You have some really cool ones.
We've got people still joining. We've got Love for Tink. We've got Aunt Beck. So, hey, hi, guys. So the other day, I was in a hangout with the people from Stencil Club. And I was making some collage papers. And these are, when you send those postage things out and it only takes half of the sheet and you've got the other half left over, that's a sticky paper. makes a sticker. So I was gluing papers onto the sticky paper so that I can make my own stickers, which is, here's one of the butterflies that I punched out of that sticker paper. And so it will have a sticker back to it, so I can just peel and stick that onto my project. So that's one thing that you can do if you've got a bunch of collage papers and you want to use up some of the stuff that you got sitting around. And I always have collage paper. So, but I'm going to work on some, whoops, I've got my thing tipping over here. I'm going to work on some Bristol today. It's a nice smooth paper, so that I can stamp on it later. It will take a stamped image real well. And it holds up to all the spray mediums and stuff too. So Bristol is my paper of choice today. Hey, Laura. Hi, Andrea. But you guys can use whatever you like. And I don't know if I'm going to glue these things down, if I'm going to use these as page backers. I'm just creating to start with today because we've got sprays out. And I want to spray. So what are you doing first, Shell?
Well, I'll show you guys what I have. This die set that I've never used that I got from In Love Arts.
Oh yeah.
And they sometimes want to send me stuff to use in videos, and then I'm supposed to tell them I used them in the videos, and I never use these. I'm a little bit confused though, because I can see that this is a journal set, and I can see that it has tabs. So it's got 3 different ones for tabs, but I have not figured out what the heck this is, because it's smaller and it lines up in the center, but it has these scallops on the edge, and I don't know why.
That's for paper overlays.
But it's dumb. It actually doesn't even line up. It doesn't even line up. I don't get it. It's like the 4th one in there, and it's just, I don't know. Anyway,
so
I'm going to make the covers of my journal.
And I think I've got that same set, honestly.
Yeah, it came together though. It was all sealed into this little bag.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it even matches it. Anyway.
Yeah, I think I ordered that one because I ordered a couple of things from them.
So I have these watercolor papers. I'm going to make the insides of my journal with mixed media paper from Dick Blick store. It was like a huge pad, and I just cut it up into smaller pieces because I don't need them to be very big since my pages are going to be out of this size. So these are some of my things. And then this morning before we started, I wanted to do some resist with my sprays. I don't know if you can see, but I stenciled a little bit on some of these with white gesso, which should resist some of the water-based sprays. So I'm going to start with that. And then after that, we'll see. I'll try different sprays to see how the resist works with gesso resist. And I have a spray box. So that's what this ugly thing is that you see under the camera. But it's
a very necessary item.
I just made it myself. It's got freezer paper on the sides that I stuck on there, and it's open on one end a little bit, and it protects my desk and all my stuff from overspray, which you know is going to happen. It's definitely going to happen. But I'm going to have to find some sprays that actually work.
Well, the first spray that I pulled out are these Art Anthology because I love the colors of these. And I've had these for years, guys. I'm not kidding you. And they still spray. So this is avocado and peacock feather. And I thought, what lovely colors. And I think I want to spritz that a little bit, see if it'll run down the page. But I'm like Shell. I did not I have a tray here. This is a plastic tray, you know, from one of those dollar places. I have a plastic tray,
Okay.
and I just line it with tissue or the overspray to catch all of that stuff. And believe me, it saves the cleanup on your desk. The other thing I have, which I didn't get out, which I should get out, is I have one of those drying racks from IKEA. And I typically just set this stuff on the drying rack and let it air dry instead of trying to blow dry everything. Because I'm just going to keep on working and let things air dry.
Where's my other glove?
Hey, Paula. Hi.
Well, I'm missing a glove. I guess I have to open a pack of gloves to get another one. I don't know what happened to the glove that matched this one. I have a sinking suspicion that a lot of my sprays are not going to spray. And if they don't, sometimes they drip. And if they drip, I'm going to get it all over me. And I also forgot to get any type of like a straight pin or something to try to clean them out if they refuse to spray, which is a possibility.
Big possibility.
So I wanted to try these permanent sprays first, which are the Marabou mixed media sprays. And they are permanent when dry. They're also permanently not working.
Oh dear.
So that might not be a good place to start. Oh, that one was sprayed a little bit. It's kind of like a splatter. And it is not resisting, to my knowledge. Spray it with a little bit of water. Oh, there we go. Lighten it up a little bit with some water.
So I quickly set up my drying rack. You can see it's on the far side of my desk, so I can just throw my papers right over the top of the desk and it lands over there. Just a way to get stuff out of the way. So, need more paper. And I think I'm going to continue working with these art anthology sprays because they are gorgeous. And I'm going to use some Stencil Girl stencils.
I am not very prepared. I'll tell you
well, you know, this is just an impromptu. It's okay.
None of my sprays work.
Well, and that's normal. That's normal. Okay, so this time I'm going to use some, well, I did use this peacock feather, but this time I'm going to use it in conjunction with this marlin. I like, can you tell I like teal and blue and green?
I think we already knew that.
Oh, actually, I like this fern leaf too. Let me get a little fern leaf on here. You know, because I'm doing nature type stuff, I want to use some natural colors here.
I guess maybe that's the one I already used. Only one that works in this entire
So that's fern leaf and marlin. And peacock.
Well, that's a bust.
I might even die cut some of these. You know, maybe we'll die cut journals. I've got several different dies that work for making journals. I've got some from Eileen Hall. I think I've got the same one that Shell's got, but I'll try not to use the same one that she's using. I'll use a different one if I can. And soften the edges a bit and do that.
At the sprayer,
I'm not sure where we're going to cut on this paper.
Then splatter. Ah. Anyway.
Okay, and I want some viney looking things. You know, and these pages can be used too.
Welcome, Laura. Welcome, Andrea and Beck, Paula.
Get some of this down.
Well, I know that these homemade alcohol sprays will spray because alcohol doesn't clog. These I made with little bottles that I ordered off of Amazon, and I put re-inkers or alcohol inks in them with alcohol. And they works good because I don't have very many colors, but they don't clog. I don't know why they don't make more alcohol-based sprays. You really should. They smell stinky. I don't like the smell.
Yeah.
But they do work. Oh, that's one of the ones that I have. Use this one. Here we go. Soak up some of that spray. Don't want to waste it. I want to make.
What are you doing this morning, Laura? Please tell us. She's asking what everybody else is doing today.
I want to make some backgrounds from my butterflies with like very, I don't know, natural looking stuff. And this type of a stencil is really good for that. It just basically looks like grass or something. I don't know. So since I've got ink on here, I'll go ahead and get some onto one of my papers. Maybe I'll just keep on with that paper. I've got it on my fingers. I've got, oh, this is why do I have 100 sprays? I don't like them.
Because they make a mess?
I don't even like them. Seriously. They're messy. They get all over everything. Yeah.
And they're beautiful. Just admit it.
Well, they are, and then I said to you that I was going to order some of those Dina Wakley ones. And
yeah, I know. We both said that. We were going to try them out. You know, not that we needed any more spray, but we were going to try them out, right?
You think we're addicted? I need some pattern.
I should probably use some larger stencils too. Just because. What did I do with those? I have some new ones that aren't even dirty yet.
Oh, yeah, I know. You sent me that picture. So we were thinking that you hadn't ordered them because something happened with PayPal, but now it looks like you did actually order them. Right?
No, I didn't get them ordered. I had to make a second order.
Oh, okay. But they showed up. Because like,
These
I
showed
sent
up,
you a picture.
yeah.
I'm like, but wait,
But
I thought you didn't have them.
I don't. I didn't. Now I do.
Okay, magic.
Yeah, it was really stupid. It was something that I didn't push when you make an order. You got to make sure that your order goes all the way through. I totally blame myself for that one.
Oh, that would be pretty. Let's do that. Let's spray.
Loving these colors. They are so pretty.
I don't have any art anthology. That's one of them I don't have.
Well, I was teaching for a store up in Davenport, and they were carrying this line. And this tells you how long ago it was, because I haven't taught in years. And they said, "Have you seen these new products?" And I said, "No." And she says, "Well, take some home and give them a try. Do something with them." It's like, okay. So that's what I did, is I got them from the store. And that tells you how long these have been on my shelf. I'd say I probably had these for 10 years, and I have used them in my making stuff, but there's one of the few spray bottles that I haven't had these issues with. Now, occasionally I'll have one that gives me a little bit of trouble, but I clean them off every time. I clean them off. I put the cap back on tightly. And these stainless steel, even when I empty these out, I think I'll keep these for sprays, because I think these bottles are good bottles.
That must be what makes the difference.
Yeah.
I mean, I do clean them. I sit here and I clean every time, and then I put the lid back on. And that one actually worked. I couldn't believe it.
Well, and look at the colors, guys. Isn't that gorgeous? I love their colors.
I think something's starting.
And I don't even know if they sell these anymore, to tell you the truth. I'd have to go investigate. I will do that for you guys, but I don't know if they sell them anymore.
I think so. I can't read the comments because now there's a big glare. There we go. Becky, all of our stencils on both of our tables are from Stencil Girl Products, because we're both on their design team, their creative team, or whatever they call it. So if you ever wanted a mixed media stencil that would work great in your mixed media, go to stencilgirlproducts.com, and they have so many different types of awesome stencils there. Everything you can imagine. And Peg is using the Art Anthology sprays. I've been using a combination of homemade spray, alcohol spray, and then I had out some permanent sprays, and none of them worked. And now I'm using the Tattered Angels. Trying out my Tattered Angels, which was made by Canvas Corp Brands. But now they have a different name. They've sold their company, and they have a different name. It's a number.
So I'm looking, and Art Anthology is artanthology.net.
.net?
Yes.
That's unusual.
Right. So in case you're looking for them, because like I said, I haven't ordered from them in years. I've had these forever. Let's see if I can. Whoops.
I was kind of spraying for a second.
There you go. I put the link in for you in case you're interested.
Come on. Sometimes, I swear.
And I think the Stencil Girl link is always in our stuff. If not, I'll make sure that that gets in there too. Some of the ones that we use are from the Stencil Club because we're both members of the Stencil Club. And they do fun stuff too. Like the other day, I did a Zoom with the people in the Stencil Club. So there are all kinds of benefits of being part of that.
Yeah, there's always lots of videos that the designers produce, and now they're having events like that Zoom event that I didn't make it to. And
But Mary Beth does a live show on Facebook twice a month too.
yeah, twice a month. So this had some gesso on it that I put on through a stencil called Celtic Mask, I think. I used gesso and I put it on through the stencil earlier, and then that resists the color and it makes interesting patterns. I love resist. Resist is like one of my favorite things. And there's some resist on the back of this one too with something else. So I'm just trying to make pages for my things.
And the funny thing is I am stuck on these colors. I love these colors.
So are you going to make your whole book with those colors?
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe.
You know, because you can vary it up. That's just the background start, you know. What other colors do I have from them? Oh, I got a yellow. Let's do a yellow.
Some of these have mica in them. That one has mica in it.
And another stencil. What do I want to use here? I think this one is quite organic looking. So I'll use that.
Is this the one I used before?
Yeah, right. Delusions do make a mess. I agree. I got rid of most of mine. I think I may have 2 or 3 left just because of the color, but I got rid of most of mine.
I have some delusions here. I doubt they'll spray, but we can try. Ah, nope.
Look at that bright lemon yellow. That one is called Glorious. Oh, isn't it glorious?
It's glorious.
And this one is, let's see, avocado and what's this one? Fern leaf. Let's do the avocado with this Glorious. See what we get. Oh, that's a nice soft green. Ooh, lovely.
Oh, some of the green's going to go on to the front here. I do like that resist effect. It makes me happy.
And since I've got all this sitting on top of that stencil, I'm just going to add another paper of Bristow here and pick some of that up. Get another pattern.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Oops.
Okay, yellow. Do I have yellow or orange?
Should probably do some more of those pink ones too.
No love.
Yeah, I do have, okay. I was looking in the same bin. I do have these few from Delusions. I am not going to use them. These are the shimmer ones. I may use these. What I like, these are the ones that I kept were the shimmers, and I will probably use some of these on the tops of pages after I'm all finished, just to give that shimmery effect. But another spray that I do like, if I can get it to spray, are the Delusions. which are this one right here. Let's grab some Delusions Distress Oxides, and we'll start with shaking them up, because you always got to shake them up.
Shake it, shake it, shake it.
Make sure that that stuff gets mixed up in the bottom. I'm going to start with the spun sugar. It's a soft pink. And wipe that down for sure. And then so with that, let's get some picked raspberry. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move the stencil over a little bit. See, there's the soft pink, which is very, very soft in the background there. And I'm going to move the stencil around a little bit.
Can you see the shimmer?
And hit it with the picked raspberry right through the middle. Wipe that off. So we've got some depth there because we've got the layers going.
Oh, wow. I can't believe it.
Got something to work, did you?
It's a Delusions. I mean, this thing is like probably 6 or 7 years old.
Well, the Delusions doesn't have anything in there for a binder, so it's always going to spray, or it should always spray.
Well, some of them don't. But
I know. Frustrating. All right, so let me
haven't seen you in a while.
down between layers. Do a cleanup with my tissue paper here. I'm just flipping things over. So I got a fresh start. And I'm going to go back to some of those pages that we had in the beginning that are starting to dry down now, because I'm going to do the other side of them, because we have multiple sides here, right?
Yeah.
So back here with this. This one is almost finished. Maybe I can finish this bottle and wash it out and use it for something else.
So sometimes if you have stickers like these paper stickers that are butterflies, and they're just white, they're designed to spray the color that you want. I think I'm going to make some yellow ones to go on that yellowy green page. Or maybe they should be a different color. Maybe they should be a color that contrasts, actually. That might be smart. See what we can do. I think these came from the dollar store, so they would have been $1. If I see butterfly things out that are cheap, I pick them up. These are probably $1.
Need to keep these separate. I know what you're done and what you're not.
Oh, there's nothing in there, huh? That one's dry.
Okay, now got this one. Let's go back to those greens and blues. Yeah, these are a little bit splattery, but it might just be because they're old and, you know, maybe the new ones will be better. And actually, let's not do the blue. Let's do the yellow. That had a nice fine mist of yellow. So, and what's that other blue-green was the peacock. Let's do a little peacock. Yeah, liking that. All right, so what's next here? Oh, this one. Still a little wet. That's okay. Let's get a new stencil. Let's try this one. And gotta go back to my peacock. Isn't that pretty? And I've got this. It's still a little damp. I'm gonna flip this one over on there to transfer some of that. Not every one of them has to be real dark. This was one of the first ones. I think I like this. Where's that yellow? Whoops. Did I say something? Okay. That's good enough on there. What else do I need to do here? Back side of these. That's got the yellow. Let's just do a cleanup of my stencil back there.
So I started out with my box, you know, my spray box, like a smart person. And then I decided it was too annoying. And so now I'm spraying on my desk, and it's
Okay.
not
Whatever
smart.
floats your boat.
It's not smart. Trust me. Not smart. But,
Whoops.
hey,
I just knocked my lamp over.
what can you do? Sometimes you just got to spray on your desk.
Sometimes you do. Here's another design. Got the swirly going on with this one. I think I'll use
A plate of food with fruit and eggs fruited out in the refrigerator. And the coffee, all you need to do is lift it up, push it down, and press it. Okay. It's ready to go, and put a little cream in. The sugar's already in there.
Oh, I just sprayed my. That did not go in the box.
What's that mean?
The sugar's in, the cream's not. The sugar's in the cup that's sitting there. So then the hot coffee goes in, and then they put a little cream in. So look at how pretty this is. This is my baby wipe.
Yeah, cool. You
You're
can
not
probably
the same
cut some
dog.
butterfly stuff out of that.
Yep. Now I need a new baby wipe. If you go too far on the baby wipes, they stop being pretty.
You know, one thing I did not do some orange.
I just found a color I remember I used to just love. It's called Gerber. Oh, and it's actually spraying too.
You know what I've got? I have some old stuff. Let's see if I can find something in that. I've got color wash, and I've got tumble dye. Those are really old.
Good.
Been around forever.
And there's thin salt.
This is the color wash. They don't even make this one anymore. Which, this is why.
Because it doesn't spray?
It does not spray. However, this was my go-to before when I was working on fabric and stuff, because you could heat set this, and it was a great thing. I mean, I can still use the dye that's in here. It just, I need to either change the spray or, yeah, that might be going into one of those art anthology ones. This is the old tumble dye. They have new packaging now from SEI. The new packaging is like this. This is the old packaging. Hi, Becky Reed. Thank you. So, just so you know, my old stuff in the tumble dye still works.
Yeah. Newer is not necessarily better.
No.
Let's see if this one still works.
And look at how vivid that is. Really vivid color in the tumble dye. Let's get one of these circular ones here. Put on top of that. And this is the orange tumble dye. Oh, don't put that.
Oh, that's really splattery. Yeah.
So this is another, there actually is an instruction video on SCI Crafts for these. If you want to know more about the tumble dye. But yeah, the reason they call it tumble dye is because you could use it on fabric and you could tumble dry it. Can you tell I was into doing some fabric dyes? I did a lot of aprons. We did a lot of aprons. Actually, I used them on my med lab coat too. I want to dry this one down and put something dark on it. Just because. So, I want, because it's so vibrant, I'm going to grab a different color. I've got some art anthology, not art anthology. I've got some marabou. Let's see if the marabou will work for me today.
Mine wouldn't. So good luck. My marabou was like, nope. I don't know what you're thinking, but it ain't going to be us today.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what we can get. I can see it's leaked. I saw them on their side. Whoops. Yeah, see it's leaking. I'm shaking it with the cap off and it's running out. Let's see. Oh, I have a drizzle.
Drizzle.
I have a drizzle, but drizzles are okay too.
I have places to put these.
Get both sides? Yes, I did.
No. Hi, Cindy.
All right. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Come on,
7,
baby.
8, 9. I think I've got about 9
Such a pretty
pages
color.
there, which is going to make about 18 pages in a book, which should be pretty darn good. I need to think about what kind of cover I want to use too.
I don't know what I did with my covers. I had them. They seem to have gone rogue. I don't know.
It's not bad. See, now I've got all this captured on a tray and I can move that off my desk and I can clean those stencils
No?
as part of the process after I finish here. So that goes on something. What did I take that off of? Oh my gosh. Another art anthology in that bin. Okay, so I'm not too terribly covered in spray. Hey, Cindy Bagley. We've just been spraying our hearts out here.
Okay, I'm baffled.
I think, I wonder if I can get this one.
Such a pretty color. If you have a color of spray you really, really like, and it refuses to spray no matter what you do, you could always sponge it. That's what I'm going to do. I just have to find a sponge. Here we go.
So I'm going to pull out some dies. I'm going to let you guys look at them, figure out what one we want to do. This one, you can put a journal in, but it's kind of like a box. There, now this one is definitely a journal die. I like this one for a journal. That might be my choice for a butterfly journal. It's got the pages, it's got the front and back cover, it's got, you know, where you're binding it. It's got everything that you need to make a little journal like that. What's that one? Oh, that's just borders.
So weird when it
So
does that.
that's a good option. Here's another one. This is the this is a wraparound journal where, you know, it comes around this way. It's long, and then it's got this flap that flaps over. Hey, Cindy Utter, how you doing? Hey, there's Carla. Good morning. So, I mean, either of those would be good choices. And then there's also this one, which is a travel journal. Actually, a travel journal would be fun to do too, because, you know, it's the nice size to throw in your purse and take with you. What do you guys think? I've got 3 different ones from what Shaw was showing you.
Yeah.
And I do have that one too, if you want to see us use the same. I think I'd have that one. Let me look. I think I have the same one if you guys want to see us both work on the same thing. That'd be kind of boring, wouldn't it? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if this is the same one you've got or not, Shell.
It looks like it. Yeah. Did you have that funny page that has the
Yeah, I do.
The
It's
heck
right
is that
here,
for?
right? I also have, what's this one? Oh, this looks like, oh, that's a different thing. Oh my goodness. That's the heart one.
So I'm
Oh,
not
this
sure which
one
one is
does.
supposed to be the cover either, because they've all got tabs on them, so I guess.
Well, see, this cuts out like this.
Right.
Okay. So when you line it up with the holes like so, doesn't line up. What's the
That's
deal?
what I said. Doesn't line up.
Okay, so they did not do that correctly. Guess we're going to have to look on their website because that doesn't make any sense.
No.
Unless this is just supposed to be a different cover. Is this just a different cover?
But it's too big. I mean, it's too small to cover.
Because these are the tab ones.
Yeah, the tab ones all fit together nicely, but the cover, or that whatever that other thing is supposed to be, it doesn't make any sense.
Because these come up with 3 different tabs, right?
Yeah, 3 tabs.
And then this one, which doesn't fit. So, yeah.
I don't know.
Not sure what that's about. But remember, there's the other one, the other tab. These are super cheap and coming from China. And like I showed you guys before, they don't even know how to spell. So,
Yeah,
you get what you get. Don't pitch fit, right?
that's exactly it. You get what you get. You don't pitch a fit.
So, what else do I have from them? Oh, I've got this little pocket. This is a fun little pocket.
Oh, that's cute.
Because see, now this could be used in one of these journals. I should keep that out.
Ugh.
Yeah, I did flip it over, Cindy. It still doesn't match up. I mean, the dies don't match up. When you hold these three together, the die holes match up, see? When you put this one on there, and all of these cut blades are going this direction, so you would think it would go this way, right? When you put this one on here, it does not match up. There's
And it's
just no
smaller
way.
than the other ones. I mean, I guess you could make a whole book of that, just that page. I mean, just that one.
That's what I'm saying is or you can, use it as a fold over. Like you can make two of the holes fit and make a, what do you call it? A pocket or slip in.
Yeah.
But there's no instructions that come with these. So it's all up to your imagination.
Yep.
We have imagination. We'll figure something out,
Most definitely.
So anyway.
Oh, I'm getting tired of sprays. I think it's time to do something else.
I know, right? Sometimes you just don't know what they're thinking when they do that kind of stuff. Hopefully, if you go to their website, you'll get a little better explanation. So what do you think? Which of these journals do you guys like? I like them all.
I say the travel journal. I think that'll
Travel
be
journal?
Yeah.
See, this cuts out this big page, and then you put them together. Let me cut one. Show you what it looks like.
Yes, I can't find the watercolor ones that I did at the beginning. I'm making such a mess. I can't find. Where did I put them?
I don't know. Where did you put them?
They can't have gotten far. Right? I've lost my mind.
Whoops.
Here.
Knocking stuff off the shelf.
I really don't understand.
So I need to cut this down to about 6. Oh, for you guys, I want to ask your opinion. Remember we were doing this one the other day? And I'm still not real happy with this page. Do you think I need to add another color, like some Quin Gold or something to it? Just give me your opinion, because I'm about ready to do something with this. I just haven't decided.
Oh, there it is. Ah. Man.
Because I just keep working them. All right, so let me get rid of this thing. And
Well,
I'm going to need my long,
it's not really dry.
going to need my long plate, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe that isn't any longer than.
None of these are dry.
Let's see if this fits. Nope, got to have the long one. So let's see how this works. Going to need a couple pieces to make this.
Come on. You were spraying for 1 second and then you stopped.
Like the pink one, Travel. I like them all. Can't believe I'm saying this, but what about a bit of orange spray? Well, see, this is kind of an orange. This is the Quinn Gold is kind of an orangey brownish. And that's what I'm thinking, Cindy, is it just really needs some of this on there. Yeah, see, I'm not the only one, right? Well, you know, when you have an hour-and-a-half show, you don't really evaluate all that stuff. You just keep working. And then when I get done with the show, I look at it and I say, this needs something. This needs something. So that's what I was looking at. And I was saying, maybe I can do that while we're here. So let's cut. See if I can get this going here. Okay, so that's one side. And you see it comes out with the score lines and everything on there. So I need another page to put together for the traveler's notebook. So I'll get another piece of paper. And what I'm doing when I cut this is I'm not cutting all of the extra pieces right now because this paper is not long enough to do that. This is like a 9 by 12 watercolor paper. So I'm just fitting, I've got threads on there. I'm just fitting the paper up here to the edge of where I'm cutting. If you guys can see that right here. This part I'm not cutting. And I'm going to put my top plate on. And I'm going to run that one through. Okay, so now I've got my two pieces here. And don't throw these away because those are going to come in handy for cutting other pieces. Because now you could cut, you know, some of these other pieces out of there. So I'll set the machine aside. So what you get are these two pieces that are scored. For your journal. This is your binding then. So these two, you're going to put some quick wang or something heavy duty on here and line them up. Like so. To make your traveler's journal. So let's see, where's my tape? Oh yeah, and speaking of butterfly, I have butterfly stencils like this. Imagine that, more butterflies. Whoops. I had some narrow. I don't know if that's going to be narrow enough. We'll try it. Right. Oh, snow. Don't talk about snow. No, no, no. We don't want any. Don't want any of that white stuff.
What did I do with those? Oh, there they are. Okay. They've got splatter on them. Probably not supposed to spray your dyes.
Maybe not. I'm just going to put a little piece of Sequang on here. So this just makes the cover when you're doing this. But see, the dye itself, then these make the individual pages in there too. If I can get it loose. I have tape issues.
I think I'm just going to make an entire book using just the scalloped one.
Oh, that would be fun.
I like the scalloped one. I think that's the reason. I mean, the tabs are cute too, but I like the scalloped one. None of these are dry, but I guess I'll just go for it.
Oh dear.
I can save this.
I can just get it to start. Right? There, finally.
Papers are still wet.
Okay, and then I'm going to use some
page size like that.
Glue.
And then I think I'll just cut like on my regular cutter thing that's slightly larger for the cover. That's my plan.
Oh, look. Already have color on that. I tell you, I am a hot mess. Just waiting to happen. Okay. Glue that down. Clean it up. There we go.
This one's too small.
And then on the outside, I'm thinking what I'll put on there is, I was tearing apart tissue paper the other day. People wonder why I'm tearing apart tissue paper.
Oh, that one a bit crooked.
Yeah, hope everybody's doing okay. So, what do you do with all of those? So I was going through a box tissue paper and tearing the backs off. And I found a whole bunch of butterfly stuff in here. Let me see. I was going to make some butterfly wings out of that. Iridescent paper. I mean, look at, here's a butterfly. Ooh, that's pretty. I don't know what I did with my napkin glue, though. I may have to use regular stuff. I like that napkin stuff from Deco Art better.
Yeah, that stuff's great. I like it too.
Oh, that's pretty. It's got a little butterfly on it. Oh, and there's another pretty butterfly one. Oh, look at that. Oh, see, I knew I had butterflies all over the place. Look at these napkins, guys. You want butterflies? Napkins are the thing. Okay, so got enough out here. I want to decide what. See, now this to me goes with the colors I was spraying. That's pretty. But I can combine it with other things. Like that. Although I do like this one too. And it also has the colors. No, I like this one the best, I think.
So you guys know we're not going to finish this journal today, right?
No, we're going to be working on this.
Yeah, we'll be working on it. Just occasionally working on it on our shows.
Yeah, because we typically stay on for an hour and a half. We have families that require us.
Yep.
So we stay on for about an hour and a half when we come on. And we'll be back on Thursday doing Pick a Stick. If you guys want to do Pick a Stick along with us, get your journals ready for that. So that'll be fun. Oh no, I like that.
So,
I could do this top.
So this thing is how big it is. 4 1/4, so I'm going to go 4 1/2 by 3 3/4.
Yeah, rain. Lots of rain, right? We've been getting big storms. I had a leak in the roof the other night. I'm starting to freak out. So I need some kind of liquid medium to put this down with. Let me see if I can find that really quickly. Or, oh, wait a minute. I've got some, here. This is pretty fluid. I've got some Americana Deco Page right here. This is a sealer glue. It should work.
What did I just mess up? I messed something up. Dang it. Well, this one's right. I guess this can become a page. So I cut it.
And I need a icky old glue brush. Put it down with. Start with a border. And I think I'll cut that down a little bit. I'll put it on there. Sticky stuff.
Okay, there's another page. All right. Now, what I need to
Plan
do.
this out a little bit better. Put that border. I want to show the butterfly and the border.
Are you making pages already? I haven't even assembled my book.
I'm just gluing some paper down to the front of my
Oh, to the front.
cover. Yeah.
Good plan.
So it'll be dry. Or at least drying.
Get out of there. Guess I can
Get something here. Press that out a bit. Make sure it stays down. We can trim it all up after this dries. And I'm not sure what part of this I want to use. I think I'm going to cut off this big butterfly. And put the line this part up as best we can here. And I might use some whoops, don't brush in that direction. Kind of have a light hand with the tissue because you can tear it pretty easily. The same color tissue. fill in some of the gap here.
That'll be cute.
And I might put this large one right back over the top of this. Yeah, I think we're all ready for spring. It's been a long winter. Long winter.
How many pages is your journal going to have?
I don't know. Have thought about that.
I think mine's going to have 10.
I've got those pages that I did today, you know, with the background sprays. So I'll just cut those and see how many I get out of that and how many fit in here, you know, because the binding is only so big and you have to leave some room for layers, because I'm thinking this might end up being kind of chunky because I like butterfly embellishment. So it might be kind of a chunky journal.
That's my first page. The back and the 10th page are not yet colored. These are all just white. Okay. So I have this butterfly die. Which I managed to spray. And these 3 little colorful butterflies. Those could be cute on the front, actually.
Okay, so I think I better let this alone to dry. I can come back and do some more on it once that, you know, because I tend to overwork my tissue and then I have a mess. So I know myself, and I say to myself, let it dry. Although, where's that other little one? Now that I say that, kind of want to add. Do I want to add? Yeah. I think I want to add that right there. I like it going off the page.
Me too. I like things off the page. Makes me happy. It's kind of weird.
It's just kind of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, I'm going to let that dry down. And while that's drying, Where is my other journal we were talking about? I buried it.
Mom must figure out how to push the buttons because Papa already had.
What?
Okay. This one. I grab my crafty mat. Because I'm thinking, where did I put that paint? Here we go. I want to take some Quinn Gold.
Oh, that other page from last week.
Yeah. And a brush.
Well, shoot. I guess
I probably need a
pillow leg is broken inside the tube.
See, now this is a regular traveler size journal, which is what that butterfly one will end up becoming. Is one this size.
Mine's much tinier.
It's okay. Spray bottle. I'm just going to blast that. Let it run down.
So this is the watercolor paper. So it behaves a little bit differently than other paper when I do the Stabilo. You don't do it very often on watercolor paper, but also it's a little bit wet from the spray. So it's really wicking, interestingly. I like that.
Hey, Barbara Clark. And some stain. Put a little bit of that up there too. Blast that too and let it run.
I could stamp it or I could stick some letters on there. I don't know.
That got hot.
There's going to be words here somehow that say butterfly journal on them.
I don't know if that made it any better or worse. Oh man. Some days, you know.
Yeah, some days. Gonna do a little bit more of that resist on these two that don't have any color yet because I haven't sprayed them yet. A little bit of white gesso and a stencil. I just like the patterns it makes. I think it's interesting.
You like that, Cindy? You think that's better? Okay, I'll do these other corners. See what we can get.
Ah. This one.
Should have put my paper in. And blast it.
It's 10:02.
Well, I guess it's that time of day, guys.
Yeah. I just looked up. I was like, oh, I guess we're done.
I get engrossed.
Yes.
So anyway, we hope you come back and join us on Thursday for Pick a Stick. It'll be fun. You want to show them what you got accomplished today, Shell?
What?
You want to show them what you did today?
Sure. I've got everything cut out, and I started my front. This is going to be the cover, and then I've got 10 pages, including this one, which isn't. And then this will be the back. So that's certainly a start.
That's a good start.
Yeah.
So let's see. See if my pages are dry. Let's see. Sort of, kind of. Some of them are. That one definitely is not.
I think I'm
okay with that. So we've got these papers that we started today for pages with our sprays. So these will be fun to work on. And I did both front and back on these so that, well, I didn't do on that one. I got to do with that one. So I've got some color to start my pages with, and then I'll die cut these. And then I've got my book cover cut, die cut. This is going to be a traveler's journal, and then I put the tissue paper on the outside. So that will be where I am with my butterfly journal as of today. So thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Good hanging out with you. Hope to see you again soon. Stay safe and well, and take care of your family.